when men are talking with women who are nahmaram, can we not look at her? Some people say you cannot at all look at a woman when you are talking to her. While some people say according to Islam, you can look at the woman, but it must be measured. As long as you do not look at the woman with lust, there is no problem. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the glorious Quran, in Surah Nur, chapter number 24, verse number 30. Before Allah talks about the hijab for the woman, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about the hijab of the men in the glorious Quran. Allah says in Surah Nur, chapter number 24, verse number 30, say to the believing man that he should lower his gaze and guard his modesty. That means whenever you look at a woman, any brazen thought comes, you should lower your gaze. And but natural and based on the verse of this Quran, you cannot stare at a woman. Once there was a boy who was staring at a girl for a long time. So I told him, brother, what are you doing? It's not allowed in Islam. So he told me, our beloved Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that the first glance is permitted, the second is prohibited. I have not completed half my glance yet. That does not mean you can look at a woman and stare for her for 10 minutes without blinking and saying I have not completed my glance. What the Prophet meant was, when you look at a woman and when you accidentally look at a woman, or when you come to know she is a woman, you should lower your gaze and you should not look at her again. That means the first glance is permitted, the second is prohibited. That's the reason to say that it is not permitted to look at a woman at all is also wrong. When you are talking with a woman, but natural, if you don't look at her, how will you come to know she is a woman? Do you get a wahi from top that the person standing next to you is a woman? So that's what the Prophet said, that the first glance is permitted. That means if a lady comes in front of you and you realize she is a lady, you lower your gaze. So the first questioner saying it is not permitted to look at a woman at all is also wrong. Yes, you can look at her, but the moment you realize she is a woman, you lower your gaze. You cannot continue staring at her. You cannot keep on looking at her.